best of 10, but 10 games straight between Lucifron and Titan.
Cool.
But that's neither here nor there. We're trying to finish up the Zotac finals, guys. We've ridden it through this far. Let's see the end of it.
Yes, let's see the end. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner of our map. He's gotten this far. He's currently down 1-2. Can he make a comeback? It is NeOAnGeL.
And his opponent, the very skilled Protoss player. It's going to be the green Protoss roxkisFRAER. And Doom, again, like, I'm just so excited that we get to see NeOanGeL. He is one of the better. I gotta say, like, honestly, if I had to juggle, I would love to see Acro versus FRAER just to know who's the best Protoss, because in my mind, those are two of the better European Protoss that there are that aren't already big names.
But
you know, FRAER.
We don't see a lot of him in, like, tournaments that are offline too often. Or I mean, offline. Like, because I can't think of anything where I have actually seen him, like, play up against someone at, like, a LAN, like a DreamHack or IEM or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'd love to see this guy play elsewhere because he's been pretty beastly today. I've been really entertained by his games because he plays not only smart, but he plays very solid. It always feels like he has enough units to defend. It always feels like he's got a plan going forward. I like that kind of play style. And NeOanGeL is going to opt once again to start scouting early here. FRAER hasn't scouted much at all in this matchup, in this series. He's been looking inside of his bases for proxies. That's been the extent of his scouting. But he hasn't really made an active effort out on the map to actually see what his opponent's going for. And with a player like NeOanGeL who likes to proxy stuff, sometimes you don't actually have to do that.
Is my mic on? Sorry, I forgot. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean. I just realized I was typing with it on. Just trying to organize too many things.
It's
it sucks.
Okay, Rifkin.
It sucks. Okay, so NeOanGeL gonna poke in. Unfortunately, or fortunately, we don't see any funny place pylons yet. Will he play this standard? Can he play this standard, Doom?
No. Of course not. It'd be blasphemic.
Blasphemic. It's like...
I need to go back to sleep or something, man. I don't know.
Well, we're almost there.
Yes.
You can root for FRAER. I will,
Not only can't root for FRAER, I called for NeOanGeL.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Alright, well, I mean, there's really not a whole lot of deviation going on right this second, but FRAER, I imagine, we'll probably see Blink Stalkers once more, Doom. If I had to take a wild shot in the dark.
I don't know. I don't like Blink Stalkers as much on this map. I don't.
Well, map aside, it's FRAER. He seems to really like Blink Stalkers, period.
I think he's going to go back to this early robo build that he did in the first game, and yet both players are going to opt for that very quick robotics facility here. This just makes a little bit more sense to me in terms of the map structure and what we've seen from each player in this series here. Immortals have been the king unit, and I wouldn't be shocked to see this upgrade into Colossus very, very quickly. I have a feeling it's going to escalate very fast into that. Both players have taken both gases, so, you know, it's going to be a tech up. Tech up.
And for, like, what is almost the first time today, it feels, we're going to have an actual mirror matchup so far.
Yeah. This is true.
Robo for Robo.
They have not been mirrored at all, but yeah, this is what I was very curious about. Who's going for the early Nexus? Both going for the early Nexus.
This is that gentleman's agreement, I guess.
Yeah, man.
Sir, I shall take a risk if you shall take a risk. Well, I believe I can agree on that. Pinkies out, shake hands.
Observers first for each of them, too. Yeah, so this is definitely gonna get into some Colossus Wars, man.
Yeah, well, that will be absolutely the best. I mean, you see the lasers, you think Rave Show, and it's just carnage left and right. But I mean, this is okay. So yeah, this is kind of cool. I mean, yeah, this or that happening, whatever. But the point of it is, this is going to boil down to the fact that FRAER has the game to fall back on, and NeOanGeL does not. So it's kind of like, will that factor in? Are we going to see sort of like more relaxed engages, more methodical engages as like precautionary? We don't actually know, and that could be why. That could specifically be why NeOanGeL's playing a lot more standard.
NeOanGeL isn't adding on another gateway here. He went for a very, a quicker Nexus than his opponent FRAER here, opting instead to go for the faster Robotics Bay. So, I'm not sure how this actually plays out here. The gateway unit advantage will be in FRAER's court, but NeOaNgeL will have his tech up quicker. The thing is, I feel like if FRAER gets wind of this and moves out before those Colossus become a factor, he's going to be at such a bigger advantage, man. Like, such a bigger advantage here. One more cycle of units. Observer versus Observer. Woo! Super close. 2 health. Alright, Robotics Bay is thrown down for FRAER himself here, so he knows what's up. It's going to be World of Worlds. Who will decide to go for the all-in style? Who will try to play a more macroeconomic style? FRAER opting for this Warp Prism. I like this as well because you can use this not only to harass the back of the Protoss player's base, but you can use it to drop around and get the Immortals right on top of the Colossus very quickly in engagements. Requires a little bit more micro, but can pay off.
Not to mention, the pickups, you got the Stalker projectiles can be completely denied if your micro is good enough. But a worker count, I mean, okay, this is a bit of a 5 worker lead for NeOaNgeL, but both players have 2 Immortals, 2 Stalkers, 2 Sentries, 1 solid apiece. I mean, if they were to engage right now, the Warp Prism is the only discernible difference.
Yep, and I feel with that Warp Prism that FRAER is going to be able to do a lot of damage to the economy here. I mean, he's got the probe deficit right now, but I think he may very easily take the lead if he's able to get these 2 Immortals in the back of the base.
Mangrovatic Drive versus Thermal Lance Doom. I wonder which is going to be better, to be this is so zany with that Warp Prism. It's full of 2 Immortals. And I mean, with the lack of anti-air, those 2 Stalkers, they won't pick off that Warp Prism. He can pick up and drop quite a few times, actually, before he has to worry about leaving.
No reaction here from NeOaNgeL in the back of the base. Now just reacting with his probes. 3 will fall.
But that worker lead is now gone. Albeit by 1, it is still gone.
Yep, and there's not a lot of AA.
Oh, and he even gets a force field out of that. I'm not too sure why NeOaNgeL went for a force field. A little strange, but okay, whatever works. And oh, Doom. This is so cool. We got double Robo coming from NeOaNgeL, ready to kick it into high gear.
Alright, that is super high gear. +1 even being researched here for NeOaNgeL
too. Oh, but
too.
FRAER responding, I see your 1 Robo, I'll allow you 3 gateways.
Oh my gosh. Alright, and he's still got a huge gateway advantage over NeOaNgeL here. NeOaNgeL just getting his 3rd warp gate up in the game, so he's going to be on 3 gates, 2 Robos. This is very weird from NeOaNgeL. FRAER, on the other hand, is going to have 6 gates, and the 1 robotics facility here. Now researching Thermalance himself. It is going to be very delayed here, so he won't be able to push up on this too quickly. But FRAER seems like he wants to be the one who wants to get aggressive. And NeOaNgeL looks like he actually wants to take his 3rd base. I don't know. Feels like NeOaNgeL's the way more all-in one here. Actually, I don't think he actually is going to have an opportunity to take this 3rd base anytime soon. FRAER is in complete position to lock this down. Observer will go out here and see this, though. And does it spot the position of FRAER's army? No! It doesn't!
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So close. And the Warp Prism's still reaping havoc here for FRAER. I mean, he's able to pick off pylons, he's able to take off stray units.
The pylons is actually kind of huge against the pylons. I think that Immortal didn't even eat that Colossus Blast. There's a really quick pickup. But here's the thing, a lot of people forget when it comes to Colossus Wars, those Zealots are kind of the deciding factor. The Immortals are as well. You can't just bypass the Zealots and start shooting the Colossus. You have to mow down those front lines. And with the extra warp-ins for FRAER, I mean, he's going to have a much bigger sort of army saturation.
Yeah, this is true. And they both have Thermal Lance now here. +1 isn't quite done just yet. 3 seconds, it will kick in.
Warp Prism's doing a double drop while this is happening. No charge in these Zealots, though, is going to make them hard to use, but there's
the Immortals are going to clean up the hurt Colossus.
Right on top, and look at that, we got Zealots underneath it. Oh, this is a beautiful engagement from FRAER. These Colossus, can they stand? He picks up the Immortals. Will... Oh, that's so close. One Immortal has so little health, 40 health.
I don't know why he didn't persist with those Immortals towards the back of the Colossus there.
He's going to pick up and shoot some probes. He doesn't care. He's just going to continue with the harass. It's not over, says NeOaNgeL. Or sorry, says FRAER. God, I can't believe how fast that thing is.
Yeah, man. It's pretty wild. But yeah, okay. NeOaNgeL did want to take his 3rd base.
They're chasing the Warp Prism around, which is definitely the correct choice, but I don't know, FRAER, it felt like he lost a lot for that. Again, double Robo production versus single Robo production.
Yeah. The issue was the +1 kicked in just as FRAER got up the ramp there. He had like 3 seconds where he was attacking on even upgrades, but once that other upgrades kicked in, it looked like that the army of NeOaNGeL just got way too powerful for it. Now, FRAER hasn't been looking to take a third base here. I'm pretty sure that was his one moment to try and end the game. He is going to be knocking down the third in between the bases and taking a third of his own over here. Knocking down the rocks between the bases. Dark Shrine on the way. Immortal's still being a factor in the main base.
Yeah, he hasn't let up on this, not for a second. FRAER is just all about the harass. I mean, it's funny. He's lost more units, but it feels like he's done more damage.
It feels like it, but I don't know. Looking at the unit counting station here, NeOaNGEL's got more probes. He's got better tech right now. He's advancing his tech farther right now. It's
the Colossus versus 3 Colossus.
Yeah, it's looking kind of tough for FRAER in this game, to be completely honest. He is going for a Dark Shrine of his own now here, so both players are thinking very similar in this game, that's for sure.
I imagine these will both be used for Archons more so than actual Dark Templars, but with the way FRAER's been harassing, I wouldn't be surprised to see him warp in some Dark Templar and drop them off and then just get the hell out of there. But here we go again, another hit and run from this Warp Prism. The Immortal Prism. Warp Mortals. Oh, he actually might just be sacrificing these this time. Oh, he just barely picks it up. But the Stalkers might pick off the Warp Prism. 15 health remaining, Doom. Oh my goodness.
Very close. A couple of zealots are going to move across the map here, try to assault the third of NeOaNGeL for FRAER. NeOaNGEL's army is in the middle of the map here and completely out of position here. But he's going to turn these Immortals.
Oh, those Immortals are going to fall. He worked so hard to save them. Come on, FRAER, do some Dark Templar.
Now it's going to be DTs, yeah.
He's got an observer in his opponent's base. He knows that there's nothing there. But he might just actually need the Warp-ins to defend at home. No matter how good of an offensive Warp-in you have, if you can't defend your home base, you can't defend your home base.
Yep, and FRAER doesn't have the upgrades. +1 just about to finish up for him here. DTs of NeOaNGeL now moving in.
3 and 3, so he's going to drop 3 in the main. He's going to probably put 1 in the third base and 2 right into the natural. And there's no observer here, and he knows it because he's had his own observer floating in the base all game. Oh my goodness, dude, oh my goodness. And now we see a Chrono Boost going down on the Robo facility, trying to get that the observer out as soon as humanly possible. Cannons even coming down, desperate for detection is NeOaNGeL.
DT's assaulting the mineral lines of both bases here now, and NeOaNGEL's saying, screw it, man, I'm going for your third.
Yeah, it's all he can do. There's no point coming back home if you can't defend against this. But now his own Dark Templar are doing work on FRAER's army. FRAER desperately trying to get the observer there in time. Oh, dude, this is... I've got goosebumps. This is actually really cool. Now we're going to have a big engage come down here. Colossus, first volley in FRAER's favor.
This is looking great for FRAER. He's got NeOaNGEL in bad position.
Actually, I think NeOaNGEL's lost almost all of his work.
He has.
He's going to lose the Nexus. He's going to lose the other Nexus.
Dude, this is crazy, man. NeOaNGEL was sitting at such a good spot in this game, and all of a sudden everything is falling apart for him. DTs are completely ravaging everything. The third Nexus! The third Nexus is going to fall. There's a huge engagement at the ramp, but NeOaNGEL's clumped up with his Colossus! The spread is bigger for FRAER!
But FRAER's actually losing quite a bit more to this because the Immortals are doing so much damage to the back line. And the +2 are ravaging FRAER's Colossus.
The spread!
We have probes. We have probes entering the battle. The probes kill the Archon and GG!
FRAER!
FRAER's gonna take it home.
I'm telling you, man, that spread.
Very well done.
Good stuff.